Hello everyone, myself Dr. Kalyan Kumaryam from Reva University, Bangalore. In this series of lectures, I'll be discussing in detail about SAP S4 HANA MM FIORI. So before we enter into SAP FIORI software, let us understand what is ERP. ERP is a three-letter word. In ERP, the E stands for enterprise, R stands for resources, P stands for planning. Therefore, what is ERP? ERP is software. It is a software used by companies to manage and integrate all business processes in one system. Usually, this ERP helps manage different operations occurring inside the organization. Out of those different operations, I have selected nearly 5 different operations which are regularly taking place in an organization. First, let us understand what is this procurement. Procurement is nothing but purchasing of raw material from the vendors. Now, how this ERP will help? ERP helps companies or organization purchase raw materials from suppliers or vendors efficiently. Now, let us go for inventory. What is this inventory? Inventory is nothing but stock present in warehouse. What is warehouse? Warehouse means it is a place where we are going to store entire stock. Now, what the job of ERP? ERP helps track and manage stock levels in real time. Now, let's go for sales. ERP helps manage customer orders, deliveries, and billing. Now let us enter into the finance. ERP helps record and monitor all financial transactions of the company. So usually these financial transactions inside the company takes place between the company and the vendor. Company will be purchasing the raw materials and vendor will be supplying the raw material. Once after receiving the raw materials from the vendor, the company people are supposed to pay some amount or the final amount to the vendor. The ERP software helps us to record the transactions occurring between the company and vendor. Now let us go for production department. Inside the production department also we can use this ERP software. Now in production department, ERP helps plan and control the manufacturing processes. Now let us understand why ERP is needed. Say for example, if we do not have ERP in the companies, then what are the problems faced by the organizations? Data stored in multiple places. Usually, suppose if we do not have any like ERP softwares, then whatever data occurring, like for example, like vendor data, manufacturing data, material data, all these data will be stored in different Excel files, emails and different softwares. So it is difficult to find accurate information. Difficult to track inventory. Suppose if we do not have ERP software inside an organization, obviously it will become very difficult for us to track inventory because stock details are not updated automatically. The total amount of stock left out inside the warehouse will not be updated automatically. As a result, we cannot easily track the inventory present in the warehouse. Next, suppose if we do not have ERP in our organization, manual work increases error. Usually, since we are not using any software to update our day-to-day activities, definitely the chances of manual error increases. No real-time information. Employees and managers cannot see the latest data instantly. Latest data about the total amount of raw material present inside the warehouse, the rate at which the production is taking place, the details about the vendors, all this information or all this latest information on real time, the managers cannot see instantly because we are not managing or we are not maintaining all these data with respect to or with the help of ERP. Next, poor decision making. Due to a lack of accurate and real-time data, companies may make poor business decisions. This is also one of the biggest disadvantages if we do not use ERP software for recording our day-to-day activities in the organization. Now let us understand how ERP solves these problems. Usually ERP provides solutions to solve the previously quoted problems. In what way? ERP provides centralized data management. What does it mean? Which means all data is stored in one system instead of multiple places. Whatever data we are supposed to store, or whatever data taking place within the organization, or whatever operations taking place within the organization, those entire details will be stored at one single place, and it is called as what? Centralized data management. Next, coming to real-time information. ERP provides real-time information for the users. Who are the users here? Managers and employees of the organization. So they can see the latest data instantly. Next, ERP provides better inventory tracking as well. As I told you already, I told you about inventory. This ERP helps us to improve the inventory tracking by showing accurate stock levels at any time in the warehouse. Next, ERP provides improved efficiency. ERP improves efficiency by reducing manual work, and automatic business processes will be encouraged. Next, ERP provides faster decision making. ERP helps managers make faster and better decisions using accurate and real-time data. This is how the ERP solves the problems which I quoted in earlier slide. Now let us go for real-time examples. Say for example, we wanted to buy some laptops. Okay, now without ERP, if we try to buy these laptops, then what are the consequences? First, let us understand. Afterwards, same process, let us buy with the help of ERP software. Then how we have solved that entire problem, whatever problems we have faced without ERP software. Say for example, we are buying the laptops without ERP. So usually what happens? Employees inform the managers manually to buy laptops. I mean, like, the employees communicate the requirement through email or verbally. Simply they will send an email, or simply they will tell the managers to buy laptops verbally without recording this data. Then what the managers will do? Managers contacts vendor manually. The managers places the order without any automated system support. And once again, once the requirement received by the manager from the employees, what the manager will do? He will simply contact the vendor. The process of contacting the vendor to buy the laptops is not recorded using this software. No proper tracking. There is no system to monitor the order status. Once after placing the order of purchasing laptops from the vendors by the managers, there is no way we can track what is the status of our order without this ERP software. Next, inventory not updated automatically. Stock records are not updated which item are ordered or received. Even it is impossible to record which items has been ordered for purchase from the vendor. Even this data we cannot record manually. Next, high risk of errors. Manual process increases the chances of mistakes. So these are the problems faced if at all if we buy something in an organization without an ERP software. Next, real-time example, procurement with ERP system. Say for example, same laptops purchasing process we are doing with the help of ERP software. Then this entire process can be taken place step by step. What is step number 1 now? Employees create purchase requisition in ERP. The employees create a purchase requisition in the ERP system to request laptops. Suppose if the employees need laptops for their day-to-day activities in an organization, first thing is they are going to raise purchase requisition, and this entire purchase requisition they will raise officially through an ERP software. Next, purchase department creates purchase order. The purchasing department creates a purchase order and sends it to the vendor. Once the purchase requisition received by the purchasing department, then what the purchasing department they will do, they will raise a purchase order to vendor saying that they wanted to buy laptops, and these details will be recorded in the ERP software. Next, goods receipts updates inventory automatically. When the laptops are received, the goods receipt is entered in ERP and inventory is updated automatically. Once after placing the purchase order to the vendor, then what the vendor will do, he will supply the laptops. Once the vendor supplies the laptops, then the entire laptops, the stock of laptop or inventory of laptop automatically will be updated in the stock present inside the warehouse. Next, finance process vendor payment. The finance department processes the vendor payment using ERP. Once after receiving the laptops in the warehouse, then what the job of finance department? They have to pay the amount for the vendors. This entire transaction will be taking place through the ERP. Next, everything is tracked in one system. All the steps are tracked in one single system, providing full visibility and control. This way, ERP software will help us to buy something in an organization step by step. So, summary of things what we have discussed in this lecture. In this session, we have learnt what is ERP, why companies uses ERP, ERP real-time examples. ERP helps companies manage business process efficiently. So that's all for this session. In the upcoming sessions, we will try to understand a brief history about SAP. Thank you.